guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna talk about Centareum 2.0. So yesterday I did talk about Centareum and what Centareum is. So I'm gonna continue on the security, smart contract, performance and everything. So let's start. So Centareum back features. So these are the features of Centareum. So Centareum is a decentralized proximity-based mobile marketing platform made to provide real-time, low-cost advertisement creation with deep analytics for bricks and mortar stores. So for performance similar to centralized system, so it's important that the current system give the same performance as the centralized system. So reduce latency by retrieving data from the nearest node and increase speed manifold by relieving data in parallel from the fastest node. Centareum use a mix of on-chain and off-chain and private blockchain protocol to get the desired performance metric. So the second one is security. So all user registration on Centareum platform is done with a KYC and AML, and the public and private key is given to the user. So but only the public key is stored on the decentralized database. So the next one is smart contract. So according to the smart contract created by the Centareum platform, each advertisement is like one transaction. So when the businesses publish an advertisement on the blockchain, it gets verified by the smart contract before being pushed to the customer. So each smart contract will have elements such as name, demographic or of target audience, and geographic of advertisement. And also promotion and image, which once validated by a smart contract, so goes to the ML for further processing. So the next one is the power of decentralization. So the business and the customer hold the key to their data, thus making them the owner of their review, rating, sales data, image, text, products and any other critical data which is rightfully belongs to the people. So the next is the highest privacy. So the user data is encrypted by 256 SHA hashing, thus providing the highest level of security. So if you watch the last video or other video, I just now got talk about hash and what is a hash, what is hashing and everything. Then the next one is data immutability. So the network on a blockchain. So once the data has been written on the ledger, it cannot be edited and deleted. So this specifically help in maintaining the trust in the analytic and payment channel for the system. So the business gets the true analytic of their advertisement based on impression and conversation, unlike in e-commerce and social media channel where bots can use to inflate the fake impression. So the next one is artificial intelligence, that's AI. So AI is critical for entire operation and is run on a private chain under Centareum platform. So the private chain is seamlessly connected with the Centareum main chain. So number 8 is reliability. So data on Centareum is replicated and stored on nodes throughout the nodes network. So nodes is everyone, all people like connected. So while the data is only in one block, that block has multiple nodes and geographical disappear. So immune to localized outrage caused by their either natural or human related event. So how does it work? How does the back feature, how does it work for Centareum? So this is the fun part. So Centareum protocol has the 5 major elements to it. So the first element is Centareum verification, then Centareum blockchain, decentralized database, private decentralized database, machine learning, and multi-asset payment gateway. So Centareum verification, that's one of the protocols and one of the 5 elements. So Centareum verification is the first stage involve user verification, which entail the ID, address, proof, and picture of the person. So at Centareum, we have partnered with a legal firm to provide KYC and AML service. So this help in maintaining authenticity on the platform. So once the account has been verified, each user receives a public and a private key. So these keys are solely for the user, and the Centareum platform never stores the private key or any user. So the Centareum only holds your public key instead of your private key. So you must have your own private key to yourself. So the next element is Centareum blockchain. So this built on Ethereum network with ERC20 smart contract to maintain the same trust and capability of the system with the network. So we use the concept of off-chain transaction, which sum up the final result and put it in on the main chain. So this helped to bring down the gas price. So businesses or individuals can push their own advertisement onto the Centareum smart contract like a transaction. So this ad get verified by a smart contract, and in turn get published to the relevant customer. So selection of relevant customer using machine learning is further explained in section 6.4. That will be private decentralized database. So decentralized database is part of one element that's called PDDB. So to protect customer data and because of the privacy issues, customer profile along with their location is taken from the client side of the application and stored in the private DDB. So the next element is decentralized database. So Centareum platform is built with the idea of connecting the right business's advertisement to the right customer at the right place, right time, right promotion with the right price. So for that, advertisement data such as demographic, promotion, location of the business are collected. So this data is then sorted and stored in the decentralized database built on top of interplanetary file system for further processing in ML. So the process is like being businesses to smart contract, and it will go out to DDB as decentralized database. So the next element is machine learning. So for businesses, the image and text are stored in the decentralized database from where the data is extracted for further validation. So on image clustering model of applied to further categorize of product and rate leveling image, link with a illicit activity which include but not limited to drug and prostitution on text qualifications models is applied to match the right advertisement with the right customer. So for the customer side is on the first time login, Centareum platform build user profile based on customer demographic, geographic, like and dislike which is stored for future classification in the Centareum private database. So this profile helps in better streamlining the advertisement to the right customer. So the quality of the advertisement delivery improve with times as with the assimilation of more data. So the system learn and adapt to the customer like or dislike. So once the advertisement has been categorized and matched with the corresponding customer profile, further filtering is performed based on the proximity of customer from the business retailer using the customer mobile location. So this final list of customer is known as a result. So once is validated, the list of public addresses of result goes to the smart contract and the ad get published to all respective public key. So the next element is Centareum payment gateway. So the idea of make any cryptocurrency spendable at the right market price and with the least transaction cost, the gateway uses cross-chain payment channel which work in completely trustless and low-cost manners on the Centareum blockchain. So Centa CTD is made on Centareum blockchain protocol, which uses redundant protocols underneath it, which is an off-chain protocol, which uses redundant protocol underneath it, making them transaction almost zero cost. So this has several benefits as listed below. So this is the listed the benefit of Centareum payment. So Centareum payment is based on redundant protocol, so which make lightning fast blockchain payment. Security is enforced by blockchain smart contract without creating on blockchain transaction for individual payment. So payment speed can be as fast as in milliseconds to seconds. So this is the example. This is the listed one. So low cost CTD transaction. CTD transaction is a transaction. So using off-chain transaction, the redundant network allowed for exceptionally low fees, which allowed for even micropayment. So the next one is scalability. So the redundant network on the support millions to billions of transactions per second. Thus, this system blow away the legacy of payment system by many order of magnitude. So the next one is reward. So for all transaction, be in fiat or cryptocurrency, except for CTD, both the customer and business are entitled to reward which are reimbursed in form of CTD token. So this will maintain the flow of the token amongst the community of Centareum user. The next one is multi-asset. So all the other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Dash, and other required communication and transaction with their respective blockchains that involve creating wallet compatible with their receptive technologies. So these involve paying the minor fee, which varies from token to token, and hence the payment will be additional fee. So conventional payment. The last one is conventional payment. So Centareum platform will link to the traditional payment gateway for the user. So who still who still are not comfortable with trading with cryptocurrency or do not have one, this is done to stop the prevention of usage of the platform by technologically challenged user. So Centareum platform. So I'm gonna talk about Centareum platform. So the underlying diagram shows the complete flow of the Centareum platform, which I show you later. So with its 5 elements, once the system is put together, it creates one high performance, high reliability, scalable, and transaction cost free system ready to disrupt the market of the company like Faith and eliminate their monopoly. So these are the I cannot show you. These are the so it's like DVB, ML, PD. So this is just a short form of their name. So this figure above them, Centareum verification, KYC, Centareum blockchain, Ethereum network, decentralized database, private decentralized database, machine learning, private chain, and multi-asset payment gateway. So that's their example. Not example, their list down. So this technology can further be leveraged by DPP, the app developer to build product as a plug and play APIs like Amazon website service. So the next I'm gonna talk to you about Centareum use case for the app. So Molly uses Centareum the app, which has a 3-step process to start with your mobile champagne in less than 3 minutes. So login, this is how you use the case. So log into Centareum the app, take a picture, enter demographic of the customer and your broadcasting area. So publish the advertisement, and the app validation process take 5 to 10 minutes. Then after that, Molly can now accept the payment via the D app itself in Centa, CTE, Ether, Bitcoin, or even via Visa and MasterCard. So that's the advantages of this Centareum. So Molly, this is the example. So Molly also receive reward points in the form of CTD for using Centareum app. So that's not only it. So this will be the first such system to show Molly the real-time conversation of her advertisement for an offline store. So once the customers pay to Molly via any cryptocurrency, fiat currency, or make use of promo code, so it logs in as an entry in form of graph, so she can see her real-time conversation and advertisement reach to the audience all without paying a single CD CTD. So the next example is Alex is looking for some value for money beers on the club street, and the street is long and filled with many small bars. So he is having a hard time finding one place. His best option is to go to the bar which has maximum crowded and of the one playing loud and dizzying music but won't guarantee value beer. So what you can do with Centareum is Alex D app is give him a notification of offer around him, so they detect your location of what you want. Then Alex checks the best offer which meets his budget. So Alex now pay the counter using his Ethereum wallet in CTD or any cryptocurrency or fiat currency and can get a reward point back in CTD Centa. So Alex can check his cryptocurrency balance all from one place. That's the app. So I'm gonna talk about the token structure. So Centareum is powered by two tokens, that is Centa and Centa dollar. So the short form for Centa is CTM and the next Centa dollar is CTD. So I'm gonna explain to you what is Centa. So CTM is built on Ethereum ERC20. So this is all externally tradable token by bridging the Centareum token with Ethereum own native token, that is ETH token. And Centa dollar CTD is the main currency patch at 1 USD. So CTD equals to 1 USD, and this will be launched with the service. The need of an additional token. So Centa dollar is actually an additional token. It's because the ERC20 token are too small, expensive, and the price is fluctuate for real-time transaction. So the CTM external token exists on exchange for customers to easily obtain and use the Centareum service. So the CTM, that is Centa, and CTD token can be interchanged via the Centareum token gateway. For the public sales, people will purchasing CTM token. So when a participant to the Centareum platform wishes to use its service as a consumer, they will need to activate CTD token. So the standard method of doing so is this following. So buy CTM token on a crypto exchange using Ethereum, ETH, BTC or other form of exchanging allows. So send CTM tokens to the Centareum token gateway, which is also Centareum digital wallet. So the gateway will issue new CTD token to the user Centareum wallet. So the user now has CTD tokens, and it's free to participate in network as a consumer or business. So the next I'm gonna talk to you about the Centareum ecosystem. So overview of the Centareum ecosystem is the opportunity to get Centareum ecosystem into the hand of consumer is tremendous. So a key is to build a healthy ecosystem where Centareum is integrated to many technology and make it easy to customer to find Centareum. So the Centareum ecosystem will become the first global decentralized marketing platform where retailer can promote product directly to their customer and enjoy low cost, transparent prices for a wide range of high quality product and greater access to direct promotion. So retailer compete for consumer and interact with them directly. So Centareum is a new product vertical under Poki Nexta Pte. Limited, incorporated as a private limited company in Singapore. So it is official entity to create the Centareum token platform and the technology. So Centareum is focused on releasing open source cryptographic technology that enable operation in Centareum ecosystem. So the advance of DAO, the Centareum token do not provide token holder with any ownership or other interest in Centareum. So token holders are not entitled to any guarantee form of dividends and review distribution and voting right. So to become an ecosystem participant, the user creates an account on the Centareum platform. During the registration, the system will create a user profile and a wallet. So each participant of ecosystem database and interact with other parties. Utilizing smart contract, we plan to plan the Centareum token CTM on cryptographic token exchange, giving an opportunity to open buy them to residents of the country where the purchase of digital token does not violate local law. So there's many more I can explain to you about ecosystem. So ecosystem participants. So the ecosystem will be built in accordance with a scalable and decentralized approach that ensures stability and sustainability in a long term. So the ecosystem will involve the following participants, which will participate as depicted in the next diagram. So this is the diagram. The diagram shows you about Centareum platform, retailer and consumer. You can just go check out the white paper that is on Centareum.io. So the Centareum platform is a decentralized platform that allows retailer to join, publish their product for sales, and it's enable consumer to get relevant promotion based on AI and 4R. So the Centareum roles include this a lot of points. Let me read for you. So Centa token creations and the token launch to fund development and expansion, establishment of a decentralized, fair and secure model for order execution. So development of the smart contract to run this advertisement payment is fulfillment process. So creation of a effective incentive model for all parties to join Centareum ecosystem. Development of an active marketing campaign to ignite initial traction. So the next 2 points is carry out promotion and loyalty rewards campaign and get Centareum feedback from customer. And the last one is elaboration of ecosystems regulatory aspect. So there's more I'm going to talk about consumer. So that one is just for the platform, and the other two is consumer and retailer. So if you want me to talk about that tomorrow, then I'll be talking about that. So bye bye. We have still got how many seconds? So tomorrow I'm gonna talk about consumer, retailer, the roadmap of Centareum, revenue model, and that's all for tomorrow and continue with the next topic tomorrow. So stay tuned. Bye bye.